if you don't like the outputs you're getting in your dating industry, right, you got to change the inputs, right? Change the inputs and the outputs will change, right? There is a cause for every effect that happens in your life, right? If you want to make a lot of money, right, there has to be a cause for it. And the cause for it is working hard and working smart, right? If you want to have a great job in a great company, what is the cause for that? You spend a lot of time working in that company, enough to get you promoted, right? What you need to spend time doing is learning to reverse engineer what you want out of life, right? If you want a beautiful girlfriend, you got to reverse engineer, right? How do I get a beautiful girlfriend? I got to go out there and I got to go speak to women. I got to get more experienced. I need to improve my life. I need to improve my looks. I need to improve my social circle. That is the cause for that effect. If you look at your life and you say, hey, I kind of want to make a lot of money. What is, you got to reverse engineer it. How do you make a lot of money? You got to work smart. You got to work hard. And you got to start a business probably. Because a lot of people do not get rich working a job. A lot of people just do not get rich doing that. And you really got to start a business because that's what most people do to get rich, right? You got to spend your time reverse engineering what you want out of life and then doing that, right? And you got to realize for everything you do in life, it's going to have an effect, right? If you do positive things for people and you do nice things to people out of kindness and no one asks you to do it, positivity is going to come back to you in unexpected ways. Now, if you do negative things to people, right, negativity is going to come back to you in certain ways. So always be mindful of that, right? Always be mindful of your thoughts, your actions, and your behavior, whether it's out in public or whether it's behind closed doors, right? Because always remember that the universe does see everything. God sees everything, whether it's out in public or whether it's out in closed doors. And whatever you do in your life will always come into the light. So knowing that, do try to be the best version of yourself and focus on improving yourself and attracting the specific outcomes that you want out of life, right? If you want a positive outcome in your life, reverse engineer the process, and you're going to realize that positive causes and positive actions lead to positive effects and positive decisions, right? And after that, you're going to start to change the way you think. And you're going to literally only be thinking positive from now on. Always be thinking that.